All right, well, the Kurdish forces, the Peshmerga, are regarded as the most successful in the fight against ISIL so far. Let's have a little bit of a closer look now. It is providing, that's the KRG, that's the Kurdish regional government. They're providing around 40 to 50,000 fighters for this Mosul offensive, but under a deal with the Iraqi government, Peshmerga forces will not enter the city itself, the city of Mosul. This is considered a red line. Now, the offensive is the first time that Kurdish and Iraqi government forces coordinate their efforts on the battlefront. Now we can talk to Heman Hawrami, who is an advisor to Masoud Barzani, who's the president of the semi-autonomous Kurdish region of northern Iraq. Mr. Hawrami is also head of the Foreign Relations Office of the Kurdistan Democratic Party. He joins us live now from Erbil. Thank you for talking to us. As I mentioned already, your forces, the Peshmerga forces, are considered to be the most successful. They're crucial in this fight against ISIL, particularly in this battle now for Mosul. What is it that the Kurdish regional government would like in return? What kind of reward are you seeking?
We are fighting for the security of Kurdistan region and to fight ISIS. We are not looking for the reward. This is our fight. This is the fight that we wanted for keeping Kurdistan region from the threat of ISIS. We are participating in this fight against ISIS to drive them out of Mosul, to defeat them, because as long as they stay in Mosul, they will pose direct threat to Kurdistan region and to the regional and international security. We have been protecting the minorities in that area. We are entrenching in that area to protect those people and to help the Iraqi army forces to be successful in clearing the city of Mosul, in holding the city of Mosul, and governing the city of Mosul by the people of Mosul. So we are not looking for rewards. We are looking for the end of this monsters, of this terrorist organization that they pose existential threat to all of us.
So you're not fighting them for Iraq as such. You're fighting for Kurdistan, a future Kurdistan.
We are fighting, we are very proud to say that we have been the avant-garde of, or the spearheads of, on behalf of the whole humanity in protecting the values and in defeating these people. We are fighting on behalf of the free world, so we are fighting them on behalf of Iraq, on behalf of the free world, because we are in the front line with them. And of course, we are part of that kind of the coalition. We are protecting our areas. We are helping the Iraqi army forces. We are part of that in global coalition to defeat ISIS. ISIS, it's true that Mosul is their stronghold, but also their affiliates, their other organizations in Syria, in the other worlds, they are posing threat to all of the world. So that's why we are part of this global coalition. We are not fighting only for Kurdistan, we are fighting on behalf of the free world as well.
What happened in Kirkuk just over a week ago then? Was that a massive oversight on the part of your security forces?
We don't look at that what happened in Kirkuk from that side, and it was expected. When ISIS feels that the pressure is coming toward Mosul, they are trying desperately to launch attacks. What happened in Rutba, for example, what happened in the other parts, what happened in Sinjar, they tried to attack Sinjar as well, and their attempt also, this desperate attempt through Hawija to attack Kirkuk, it was part of the effort to disrupt the attacking forces on Mosul, especially from the Peshmerga side and from the Iraqi army units.
Sorry to interrupt.
And that operation is going to fail.
Yes, it failed eventually, but it did seem to take Kurdish forces by complete surprise. They were allowed, ISIL forces were allowed to take up positions, to kill people and to control parts of Kirkuk for a short while.
Yeah, but if you look at the roads where they came infiltrated into Kirkuk, they took an opportunity from the ungoverned area south of Kirkuk and with the Hawija area, because still ISIS, they are in Hawija, and Hawija is not that much far away from Kirkuk. So we have that front line in the south of Kirkuk. They managed to come in and infiltrate from a weak points of the area that was under the control of the Hashd al-Shabi and part of the Iraqi army, not through the Peshmerga front lines.
Kurdish forces managed to rout ISIL, but there is concern about what has happened since. There are suggestions that Arabs, many of whom are IDPs, they're people who have fled fighting in other parts of the country, who've sought sanctuary in Kirkuk, that they're being treated badly by Kurdish forces now. Some are saying that they're being forced out of the city, forced on the road again, their houses demolished.
Those reports are not true, because we have 1.6 million IDPs and refugees, and 1.4 million of them are Arabs from the Mosul, from Ramadi, from Tikrit, from Baghdad, from elsewhere. if the Peshmergas and the Kurds are treating these Arabs badly, why these people are staying in Kurdistan. But that's different because there are some people who help as sleeper cells inside Kirkuk, and the security forces in Kirkuk, they have all the right to follow the procedures to protect the security of Kirkuk and to see who has been helpful, who has not been helpful. We have about 600,000 Arab IDPs inside Kirkuk, and when we are treating security-wise with some of these people that might have helped the ISIS, that doesn't mean that we are treating all 600,000 IDPs in Kirkuk like them.
Can I ask you also what this battle for Mosul, what sort of impact is that having upon the Kurdish desire for a homeland, a desire that you've voiced for a long time, it's well known. How is that influencing your desire to set up an independent Kurdistan?
It's our right to have an independent Kurdistan. It's not a desire. We are a nation and we have the right of self-determination. So we have been always saying that the ISIS has created, or the Iraq pre-ISIS, Iraq post-ISIS, or Iraq pre-Mosul and Iraq post-Mosul is a different Iraq. We have two phases, from 1920 to 2003, from 2003 to 2014. Federalism in Iraq has failed. They haven't accepted our full partnership, so we have started this peaceful, through dialogue processes with Baghdad about the future of Kurdistan relation with Baghdad. When President Barzani lately visited Baghdad and spoke with Prime Minister Abbari and with all other blocs, that process has already started. Now, our main focus right now is to liberate Mosul and to defeat ISIS in Mosul. But definitely after Mosul, we will enter more seriously into the process of getting the self-determination and the process of the future of Kurdistan through peaceful ways with Baghdad and through coordination with Baghdad.
Heman Hawrami, thank you very much indeed for talking to us here on Al Jazeera.
You're welcome.